Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man's on? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall.
Hello, people. We got a small little episode here. It's Halloween. Well, it's not Halloween, but it's a couple days after Halloween. I still feel like we're in the Halloween spirit, even in November. Most times, the Halloween doesn't leave until election comes, and we're not in election time yet. Go out and vote, people. But today we're doing the event, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my RPG history. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I haven't talked about many of the games I've played recently. And I just want to go over a couple of my small little opinions on them. As you can see here, we got a little Futaba cosplay. I'm very much into the Persona series. Metaphor is pretty great. I can't run it on my laptop while recording. I can barely run it on my laptop at all, so I haven't gotten to the game yet, but Atlas always does re-releases, so I'm not worried about that. We got Futaba here, and we're going to Gillette to do the Halloween event, which is a pretty okay one. The rewards aren't fantastic, and I'm not gonna really go for them because this character doesn't need any of those things. But I figured I'd at least show it off. This is a little event here. I'm doing the playthrough, so I might as well just have this one-off shoot and see how you guys like me doing these little smaller videos here instead of the playthrough ones. I'll go ahead and upload this on probably today or tomorrow. Today's Saturday. So I'll see you guys like those. Um, and yeah, so the Halloween event's pretty funny. I'll jump back and forth between the event and my little talks here. But I do like the plot here. You basically have like a Splatfest where you choose a team and then you play the mini game and earn points for your team. And once you reach a certain point threshold, certain stuff unlocks in the Halloween event thing. Certain rewards unlock. So it's pretty cool. We've already reached the threshold, so things are already unlocked in the Sweets Town already. And you'll see more if you pay attention to the story here. You'll see more about the Sweets Land. Hopefully, I won't skip through it too fast for you. You can pause or something. But yeah, guys, mostly I downloaded this game last year when it was on sale for 15 bucks, last December. And while I've been going through this game, I had a couple of little ones that I've played along the way, but I think I've completed like 4 RPGs this week. I mostly play RPGs and fighting games, so I'm gonna go by the ones that I've completed. I believe early this year, it was Yakuza Like a Dragon. I started up that and I was playing it to finish it before Persona 3 Reload came out. And then Persona 3 Reload came out and I played through. I couldn't stop basically. I played through all that in like less than a month, which is good. And I'm enjoying the DLC so far. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea. There's not a lot of story. There's a lot of grinding, yada, yada, yada. So I'm not too into the DLC. I haven't finished it up quite yet. But Persona 3 Reload, I thought it was great. I thought they did a good job with the remake. It's very casual now in nature. Um, and it's really fun to go through. And the remixes of the music were so good. Oh my God. Yeah, they did good things with the music. I feel like the only song they messed up was Deep Breath. Deep Mentality. Or no, not Deep Mentality. It was Deep Breath. Deep Breath. That was it. There's a lot of deep songs in the track, but yeah. Remind me of how fleeting life is. The nature of it, and how beautiful we can make it if we try. If we try, if we all give our 100%. Um, but yeah, that was a very spiritual game. I've already seen it. I've been spoiled on and everything. It's a pretty old game, so I played it before. Watched playthroughs on YouTube of it. I remember Super Genius did his playthrough back in the day which got me into Persona in general, which is pretty great. I played that one and Persona 2 Innocent Sin on the PSP because back in the day, my brother hacked the PSP and we just got a bunch of games on there. So that was pretty fun. Here's the mini game. Basically, you just find people who are costumed as the little slime in the top left tells you what they're supposed to look like, and then you just gotta find them. So it takes me a little bit here, but this is the cutscene one where you just find one person. And then you're gonna go into a cutscene with him, and he is like the evil flavor or whatever, you know. So, uh, going on from Persona, I did play through Yakuza like a dragon, and I thought it was okay. The story, man, the story was probably the best part, but there's a couple gameplay mishaps that I'm just like, ugh. In the final tower, I was just like, ugh, you know. So I do like the active time battles, but I feel like I don't know if it was something like my controller or whatever, but it was hard to hit some of those blocks sometimes, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't matter at all in the first place. Um, and it's just a little annoying to feel like the game's either like it's just kind of rolling a dice to see whether you win or lose sometimes, you know. And sometimes it is about knowing which moves to use, and you just got to play it safe sometimes, but very frustrating that last dungeon. It's basically one of those dungeons where you don't get save points in between it. It's about like 3 floors or so. And if you lose to the boss, you got to do the whole dungeon again, which is really annoying. So I got stuck on the final Millennium Tower for a little bit before I eventually went in and beat him. But I'd say, yeah, if you're really into like gangster stories or like, you know, stories of like undercover sleuths or like betrayal, something that has plenty of twists and things like that, it's a pretty good story. It's a pretty good story. I had my time with it. It was just pretty enjoyable. And dude, this guy is beautiful. Look at Capsaicin. Like, come on, man. What? How can you have a more perfect name than this? Look at his design, dog. Oh my gosh, I just gotta gush over this guy. I am a spicy foods fan, and he just gels with me on so many different levels. He's a great character. Say what you want about Dragon Quest, they have fantastic designs. Akira Toriyama, bless his heart, he really did his fucking thing, you know. He really just like slayed with this game and the designs. Like, look at the sour guy. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. All right. So yeah, he revived all the three of the taste for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have all three tastes. You got to have sour, spicy, and sweet. Papa Pumpkin is like the craziest stand-in for sweet. I will say that. That's hilarious. You would think it would be the witch sugar, but you need sugar for everything. So she actually doesn't get caught up in this. But what he's gonna do is cast a spell, and he's gonna turn them all into something. All of our flavors here. And there's the pumpkin, and there's the yeah. So I actually didn't realize what the hell those burgoynes or woo burgoynes were. So I guess they're spices or like peppers or something, according to this game, because there is capsaicin in the little woo burgoyne costume. So balsamicos, balsamicos. I really don't know what that means. It's probably another pun, but yeah. So yeah, I got 4 games: Persona, Yakuza, and then another one I played was another one that came out this year. Actually, let me check that because I don't even know what year it came out. But Eiyunden Chronicle, 100 Hero, and I like that a little bit. It was just such a new old game, you know, such a new old game. Yeah, it came out April this year. And it was on Game Pass, so I picked it up and immediately beat it in like, we'll say like a month, 2 months. And it's just like such, like I said, it's just like got so many new things that are combined with the old things that just make it very annoying. I tried to 100% it, but I believe if you don't, if you complete the final cutscene before you 100% it, and then you're in the out, like the new game plus quote unquote area, and then you get all this stuff, then you can't get the last character, essentially, is what happens. So I went too far and I completed everything on the wrong save essentially. So I have like all that annoying shit that you had to do if you've ever played the Eiyunden Chronicle. All that annoying shit you have to do with gathering all the people. I've done it, but I just don't have 100%. So that kind of spoiled my enjoyment of the game a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but obviously I liked it if I almost 100%ed it. I just thought it would be very easy to do. Um, I really didn't. I used the guide for most of the characters, but I really didn't like try too hard to go for everyone. It was just like this is going to be really easy since I'm already doing, so I'm already playing kind of this way. So I just kind of leaned into it. I wanted to play more of it, so I was like, "Fuck it, we'll do it. Fuck it, we ball." And it was an okay time. I will admit, it's not like I had to drag myself through it, but the story, unlike Yakuza or Persona, it just wasn't really there, you know? It was such like a basic plot of Empire taking over, Empire bad, but we thought they were good, one guy betrays the throne, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of the same stuff that they're going through with Atlas and oh man, oh, what's that called? I literally just said it. Metaphor. Yeah. So, me personally, I'm not very impressed by the story of Eiyuden. And all the duels are trash. I hate the duels. The duel mode in that game is so stupid because it's like you're not supposed to win like the first three or four, you know? And so it just sets you up to this mechanic that you just feel like you have no control over. So when it becomes time for you to actually win, you're like, oh, well, does that even matter? Like I'm just gonna click random stuff, and you get like two options. It feels very basic, but I will say the animations and the music were very nice, very nice for a pixel game. Like that's how I want. Well, actually, that's in a little bit better is how I want Dragon Quest to be. Voice acting was kind of a disappointment in some respects, but it was okay in other respects. It just depends on which characters you're talking about. Um, some characters really needed a lot of work. Like I believe, oh, I forget what her name is, but like the first leader of the alliance, and then she hands over leadership to you. She just really sounds like she's talking down, and like such a prissy asshole the whole time. And I just don't feel like that's her character. Periel. I just don't feel like that's like it's not what she does through her actions, but her voice makes her seem like she's such a bitch. Such a bitch. But she doesn't do that through her actions. She doesn't like. So it's kind of annoying. There's a little bit of a disconnect, and I think they needed a better director in some respects. Uh, but yeah, that's the event, guys. It's pretty simple. You just kind of find costume characters. You can press B to pass, which I didn't do that time. I do it a little bit, but I just kind of want to see what all the characters are, see what all the things are first. Because this is a mini game that's definitely going to get easier the more you play it. So I just kind of want to explore around, see what everything looks like. I believe right here I look at the rewards. Yeah, or do I look at the rewards? Yeah. So yeah, you got lottery ticket. Pumpkin basket is a glamour thing that you can hold. Experience scrolls, which give you like maybe like 100 or 1,000 every one. And then the rubies. The rubies are used for alchemy. So I don't have alchemy on this one. I don't need that. Um, and yeah, we're just gonna run through a couple more of these. I believe I'm gonna go for like another 15 or so minutes here. I want to just chat about different stuff. You're also transform into like the class that your team is. So you see, I have a spy. class, that's spicy. And then I think squee, SQI is like sweet or squishy or sour. I think that's sour. And I forget what the last one is for sweet. But yeah, that's all the pumpkin guys. Um, and yeah, sorry if my nose is acting up too much today. Tis the season, guys. Tis the season. So you're gonna get a couple of my snifflings. I got editing to do because my computer is filled to the brim, and I need to delete some footage or put it on a flash drive because it's getting full. It's getting full, which is why I'm definitely recording this on a Saturday to clean out some of my hard drive. Need to do that, guys. If you're ever recording, you need like a drive to put all your shit on, or you know, some kind of like backup logs or something, because your computer will fill up fairly fast. Fairly fast. Um, you know, you never think it will, but then it will. I always had a fear that this would happen eventually. But yeah. This mini game's pretty okay. I wish I would have remembered to turn my draw distance up a little bit. That would have helped slightly with this, but like I said, I'm not going for any rewards or anything. I'm just kind of showing you guys what the gist of it is here. A little post commentary style stuff. I might just cut up some of this because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time or enough things to talk about for the whole time. So I might just cut up a little bit of this and make it a little smaller here. Um, but yeah, I play plenty of RPGs, guys. Let me know if there's something you want me to play and give my opinions on for the channel, or anything like that. I'm down to play a multitude of games as long as I can run them on my PC or on my Xbox, because I feel like those are the only two places I can really record from. Probably PC, Xbox, or Switch. And I have a tiny dinky little laptop. Like if it's more technologically commanding than Dragon Quest, I probably won't be able to run it. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. This game is from 2012 and it looks like ass on my channel once I actually upload it. Like when I'm looking at the videos myself, they don't look terrible, but except for the drop frames. But yeah, when I upload this on YouTube, ooh my goodness. It looks like ass. It looks like trash. I'm not even gonna lie. So I hope you guys like my voice. Visuals will get better with time. They're just gonna get better with time. You know, I'll figure something out here. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think of any other RPGs I played. I really didn't play anything but like Dragon Quest this summer. I played what was that? That Switch RPG? I actually have my Switch right in front of me here. I played Fire Emblem Warriors a little bit, but I didn't beat it. I didn't beat it. And I was playing through Dot Hack this year as well. I beat the first one, but I got the collection on the Switch, so you get 2 and 3 as well. I didn't go through those, so it just wasn't that incredibly interested. And I think the last game I really went through on the Switch was Octopath Traveler 2. And I don't think that was this year. I think that was last year. I'm pretty sure Octopath Traveler 2 released in like 2023. Let me double check that. Fact check it. Yeah, 2023. It released in Xbox 2024 though. Yeah, that was a 2023 game. Could go back and tell you what I played last year, but it's not really that interesting of a story. But this year has been a good year for RPG games. It's been a good year. It's been a good year. It's been a good year for gamers in general. I heard Trials of not Trials of Mana, but wow, the new Mana game was good. You know, RIP to the studio. You know, I hope they all found good jobs. I hope they all landed on their feet like wonderful cats. But it's a little sad. It's a little sad. And oh yeah, I think the only other one this year was Paper Mario. Paper Mario is kind of like my summer game. And that's a remake. I honestly didn't even remember to count that one because it's like it was so short. It was so sweet. Um, right now I'm grinding the lottery so that I can badge duplicate because there is a badge duplicate glitch in that game. I might do some post commentary to show that off when I complete that. Takes a lot of lottery grinding though because you have to max out your badges. Max out your badge count at 200, which is a lot of badges to have. The goal with the lottery is to like just get a bunch of I believe it's super appeal badges. Super appeal is the one you want to buy a shitload of. So yeah, eventually I'll do that. I replayed through a little bit of Persona 5 Royal because I just love Persona 5 Royal so much, and it's my comfort food game. I can go back to that at any time. I might do a Persona 5 Royal playthrough too. That's just only on the Switch, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to just get up and record it. So I wanted to do this so I can just do it on the PC, keep everything on the PC first, and have it as easy for me as possible. But those are little spiel, list of the games I played this year. Thought I'd do a little monthly recap. I'd say my favorite game of the year. Wow, guys, look at this. Look at this. You're looking at it right here. Craziness. Yeah, Dragon Quest X is so casual, so hardcore. It's anything you want it to be, honestly. And it's one of those games where I feel like you get what you put into it as well. There's a high skill ceiling, a high plateau. Well, not skill ceiling, but high, um, depth ceiling, I suppose, because you don't really need too much skill. You just need a lot of strategy and experimentation, like I've said before, like dedication. And there's a lot that you can go. There's a lot of, ways you can grind here. Um, I might do a little grinding tutorial to show you guys how you can get super strong, super fast. But yeah, it's a slow burn as always, you really the goal really not is really not. The goal really isn't to get super strong super fast. It's to flow through it, explore your way around, enjoy the characters and whatnot. Um, yeah, it's a good time. But as you can see here, slowly going through, we're getting better and better each time, just because I'm realizing where the people are. So that's kind of how the gist of this mini game goes. You're just gonna slowly get better and better at it. But if you're far into the game enough, you really don't need most of these rewards. They're really not that useful to you at this point when you're this far along in the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna switch over to our beginner class, switch over to KU for a little bit. When I get the experience scrolls, because that's what I'm just going for, and then I'll show you our Futaba with the picnic basket at the end here, and then we'll call it there. That'll be it. So here's Futaba with the picnic basket running around. She's very cute. That's the basic gist of the Halloween event. I hope you guys had a fantastic Halloween. Remember to play more JRPGs. I love you guys. You gotta like and subscribe for more if you want to hear me talk about more games that I've played, give a couple more little opinions, mini reviews. If you care about my opinions at all, just let me know and I will tell you. I will give you words for you to chew on. Um, and chew well, my friends, because boy oh boy do we have a lot ahead of us, to consume. So chew well, finish your food before you go to the next meal. That's my main tip when it comes to JRPGs, guys. We got to finish our meals. Don't start one JRPG and then be like, oh, I want to start it on a different version because I feel like that version would be better. You know what I'm saying? You start, you finish. whatever version it is. And I know that's hard. I know that's hard. I'm the kind of guy who does buy the same game on different versions if I love it enough. But unless you're like a content creator, you got to buy one version of a thing and stick to it, man. You got to stand on business. You got to dedicate yourself. Especially when it comes to these video games, man. Like, because if you waste too much time, it's like wasting time on top of wasting time. So you're compounding your time wasting, which is crazy. You don't want to do that. But yeah, guys, we are all set here. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful little evening here, and I will catch you next time in the next one. Monday, we're starting up another episode where we talk about Tyler, the Creator's album last week, or this week, whatever week it is. Monday, it dropped. But yeah, we're going to talk about Tyler. We're going to get our another cosplay in here. She's great. Everybody stay safe during these election times. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Oh yeah.